since the theme of this video is taking care of yourself, wellness, and what's been up with me. It's been a while since you've seen me on here, but I'm alive, I'm well, and I'm back to check in. We are approaching the middle of September now, end of the year, which year has flown by. I wanted to sit down, check in with you guys, kind of fill you in on what's been up these past few months since I haven't been as active as I would like to be on here. Pretty active on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is kind of more trends or just trying to catch a newer audience, and Instagram is a lot of it's just work-based. YouTube is a space that I feel like I could just sit down and actually dive deeper into my personal life, my work life, be myself, and talk about what's been up in a longer form. Work the last few months in summer has been slower. Two parts. The first part is for my own doing. I had nose surgery back in July. I will circle back to that. Two, Vegas summers usually slow down a bit. People don't seem to be coming to Vegas during June, July, August, or spending money or eloping. Obviously, it's hot in Vegas, it's dry. For that, I've actually gotten a lot more event work and interviews, doing a lot more events and entertainment than I have elopements or portraits. Now back to nose surgery. So beginning of July, my wife and I went down to Tijuana, Mexico to get nose surgery. I had a deviated septum and my nose was crooked. It was due to an injury I had when I was a kid, a teenager. I remember crashing my BMX bike. I went over the handlebars, smashed my nose. Couldn't breathe through one side of my nose, and it was also crooked, so why not take the time, take the money, and get yourself fixed. Down to Tijuana, Mexico. My wife has worked with Dr. Sigler in the past. Fully trust her. She's amazing, very thorough, and amazing at what she does. We knew we were in good hands there. While I was there going under, I also did an upper bleph, which is basically removing the fat or excess fat from your eyelids, which heavy looking eyelids. I looked tired all the time, as well as skin grafting under eye circles. While I was there, let's do it all, baby. Let's reverse the clock and just take care of ourselves. I am in my wellness era. My wife is in her wellness era. We have the time, we have the money, or we make the time and we make the money. Taking care of yourself. I will 100% support that, whether it's my wife or myself or you. I'm always for what you feel, taking care of yourself. Do what makes you happy. Recovery for the eye portion was pretty minimal. I did have stitches on the upper eyelid, which kind of sucked, obviously because they're stitches and, they kind of leaked a little bit over those few days. Other than that, pretty straightforward. The nose, however, that sucked. The first 8 to 10 days of rhinoplasty and septoplasty sucks. The nose packing, easily the worst part. However, it was also the best part once I got the nose packing removed. A handful of people I had talked to beforehand had mentioned once you get that nose packing out, you were gonna feel a million times better. It is the biggest relief. As soon as that nose packing came out, they cram this packing in your nose and your nose just feels, obviously it's swollen from the surgery and your skin is stretched and you can't breathe through your nose. So you're breathing through your mouth for 5-6 days. You're not used to it.
Done.
Sleeping, breathing through your mouth. I felt like I was gonna die every night, like I was gonna choke.
Okay.
Bueno.
Bien. You can breathe.
That's it. You did it.
Thank you.
You see those?
Ooh.
Wow. Can you breathe?
On blood or something. I don't know. I was just this is hard to get used to. Anyway, nose packing comes out. Feel like $1 million. I smelled so many different things. So I did the surgery July 1st. Dr. Sigler recommended that we stay down there for 5 to 6 days before heading back to Vegas so she can remove stitches. I could remove the nose packing and then just do a post-op follow-up, make sure we're good to go, make sure there's no major concerns, and we're clear to drive back to Vegas and still recover at home in bed with the nose tampons to catch all the dry blood and all that stuff. So recovery on one hand sucked. I mean, that's with anything. Like on one hand, it sucked because of the uncomfortableness of it and the things that you're not used to. Okay, so update. We are back in California.
Finally.
We made it across the border.
We did.
This morning we got our nose packing out. I got my cast off, our nose cast off, both of us. Our nose packing out. I got my stitches removed.
On your eye only.
On my eyelids, on my eyes. I still got to get the nose. But we are headed home and we feel amazing.
Amazing.
And
I can like smell the guy's fart in the car in front of me type shit. I've
been smelling so much stuff since they removed the packing. This is a game changer. It's a life changer right here. Smelling all kinds of stuff, even stuff
that you don't want to smell.
I don't want to smell. As far as overall recovery, I felt really good. I felt like we recovered very fast and smooth at the same time. We watched a handful of videos on TikTok of get saline spray and these little nose tampons and elevated wedge pillows and all of those things. So we were well prepared and we had food in the hotel, soft foods like mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, soups, easy things to eat those first few days, just about resting and recovery. Obviously, didn't have any work going on since you went through a pretty major surgery. Drove back home and just recovered pretty much most of July. As I mentioned, July and August were slower for me, which isn't a bad thing as there's a few other areas that I shifted my focus to. So my wife is off on the summers. She is in elementary education. I've also been focusing more of my energy and time on personal content, mainly, TikTok and Instagram Reels, more so social-based content and behind the scenes of what I'm up to. It's also why I haven't been as active on YouTube because I've just been shooting more short form, just trying to put myself in front of the camera more, vlogs, day in the lives, that type of stuff. I've been playing pickleball quite a bit. I try to go like 5 times a week. I've actually made this little group. It's just a hodgepodge of people that we've met and added to the group, played with, that are cool, that we gel with. Just kind of funny because none of us knew each other before pickleball, like before this. And I met one person and then we started playing and then we met this person and then that person. And then, it's just kind of snowballed from there. I think it's pretty cool that we've met and bonded through initially the pickleball, but now it's like, oh, what do you do for work and where do you live, things like that. So it's just this kind of unorthodox friendship group. Taking care of myself. My wife is the smarter and more educated half of this relationship. She's all into skincare and beauty, understanding ingredients, things that are also in skincare of what works for her skin and my skin. She dialed me in with a skincare routine, which I've been getting used to. I am usually not a routine person in that sense. I used to be a standard guy and splash some water on my face and maybe use an actual face cleaner every so often. She dialed me in, so I've been kind of trying to stay on track of that. Washing my face, moisturizing, eye creams, SPF, especially because I've been, outside playing pickleball and running more. Again, trying to take care of my skin, trying to take care of my body. So shout out to Ivana. I think it's cute that she's like picked out products for me for my skin type, because my skin type is different than hers. It's like hella bougie stuff. Like I'll look it up and it's like lotion's like $70 a bottle or whatever. And I was like, dang, I don't need all that, but I trust you. I do love my face lotion because it smells like an orange creamsicle. So every night when I do my skincare routine, I go to bed I smell like an orange creamsicle. So that's kind of cute. I started running a lot in August, or I started taking running seriously in August. Again, another routine I've been trying to stick with. Don't know where it came from. I ran here and there beforehand, once every 4 months. A few of us got together, a few of us creative friends got together. Mike Kirschbaum, Mike Perez, and Cole Curtis. Cole Curtis ran a marathon last year that I took some photos for him. He's running a marathon in October. His father had passed a few years ago from ALS, so he is running the marathon in honor of that. And as we were shooting this photos and video of this like piece for him to put on his social to join his team or Team Curtis for a cause, it got me thinking, like, have been running at this point a little bit. So why don't I try to take it more serious? And why don't I sign up for like the half marathon and run for his team? Why not? I signed up. I'm only doing the half marathon since this is my first endeavor into running, and I've only been really taking it serious post-surgery. Started trying to eat better and stretch more, take care of my body. Workouts for runners and things like that to take care of myself. I am going to be 36 this year, so I do not need any injuries, especially with what I do for work. I am on my feet a lot. If I physically can't move, if I twist an ankle or tendon or something, I can't afford to. So I am trying to be very diligent and hyper aware of running, stretching, not pushing myself too hard, but finding that balance and feeling out my body to make sure I am still working out the best of my ability without overdoing anything. October 27th, it's official, and now I have a goal in mind. So that's also been motivating me, that I have a hard deadline. I have a goal. I ran a half marathon yesterday. Actually, I did 13.2 something miles. I wanted to get myself in that mindset of like race day and how the different sections of the run will feel, just mentally how I'm going to feel, right? Running has been great mentally for me. For like my ADD, my ADHD, do like to do things that kind of let my mind wander. It's also why I like pickleball, active, but it's also keeping the mind constantly going. For me, straight like working out like in a gym or even in my garage, sometimes I get bored very easily. Do like 1 or 2 sets of a workout and then I want to move on to something different. I am just not the type to sit there, do a machine or do a workout for 4 sets, move on to another workout of that muscle. It's just never been me. So pickleball and running have been great for me personally. And it's a lot of little personal wins that I've realized with running. Okay, I can go further than I did before. I can run further for longer than I did previously. Moral and mental mini achievements. On my longer runs, I try to tell myself, run more than you walk. In combination with pickleball and running and trying to eat better and be more aware of those things, I have a red light sauna membership, which has been great for recovery. It's been great for self-care routine, hitting the sauna, hitting the red light, sweating it out, all the good benefits of it. Another thing for me to mentally kind of decompress, clear my head, not be on my phone, not be caught up in either social media, doom scrolling, or invoices or to-do lists. Like, I get lost in my head a lot. It's tough living in my head. There's a lot of ideas noodling around. Sauna physically has been good after pickleball or a run, drown out the noise, clear my head, reset. And then it's the opposite of running, where I could kind of let my mind wander and decompress, but I'm not actively doing anything. I'm just laying in that sauna for 30 minutes, sweating it out and just relaxing. Been loving that. That's pretty much what I've been up to these last few months. I feel great. I guess just like you call it my wellness era, taking care of myself mentally, physically, skincare wise. I'm looking forward to the last quarter of 2025. Hockey season is picking up shortly. Be pretty busy with that, juggling hockey games with everything else life has to throw at you. My wife and I's birthday is coming up in October. September and October are picking up with work. It's gonna be a lot to juggle. The marathon is coming up. I also have a 3-day convention around the marathon. My wife and some friends want to do Disneyland and find the balance of still try to run, still try to prepare for my half marathon. If you happen to be running the half as well, I'll see you out there. But I'll save the work stuff for a different video. This has just kind of been me personally, what's been up with me. Yeah, feel free to tap in. If you have any questions or thoughts, let's chat about it. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.